Imagine a world where reality doesn't just break, it fractures into overlapping dimensions, creating a post-apocalyptic landscape where physics is a suggestion and survival depends on your ability to navigate the phase shift. You are thrust into a realm where the system has integrated with quantum mechanics, turning every decision into a probability wave that could collapse into triumph or disaster. But when you discover that mastering this new existence isn't about brute force, but about manipulating the very fabric of space-time through statistical mastery and tactical foresight, you realize that power isn't given, it's calculated through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Quantum Shift, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Kyle Johnson's Phase Shift series. If you love quantum LitRPG tropes, multi-dimensional survival, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master a hostile cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of existential uncertainty. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's accidental shift into a parallel timeline, thrusting them into a race against time to stabilize their presence before they fade from existence entirely. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are erased from history. Johnson excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal displacement. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular quantum manipulator trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of multiversal politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior capital. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Phase Shift lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Quantum Shift is a triumph of the lit RPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Kyle Johnson has created a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.